Well, here we are. This is something different, right? One of the things you know about Bold and Brash is that we love marketing. We own a marketing agency. I'm sitting here with one of my partners today, and we've got our other partner in the background. We want to talk marketing to you. So what I need you to do, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Here's where we're just going to get down to some nitty gritty marketing. We're going to share some great ideas with you. And it's going to be about 25 minutes of different things that you can apply to your business and how you hash that idea out. So I'm talking to my partner who's a marketing genius, automation specialist, and the brains behind the operation. So welcome, Mark. You know, we're super stoked.
You know how much I love being in front of the camera.
I know, it's the worst, right? But here's what we both love. We both love marketing.
Yeah.
Right? So you saw, you got to see the tail end. I think we did about 7 or 8 podcast interviews today. You got to walk through us. We just did a fantastic one with Trifecta Swag, Teresa McCandless, where we were going over different pieces of swag. Mm. So my feeling about marketing is you should give away as much as you can until people love you so much that they're willing to pay anything to get your brand or your attention.
Yeah.
You know, so the only way to build that relationship is ways people don't think of. So when we were doing it, you and I were both riffing, but I think giving away really cool pieces of swag, whether it's instead of a T-shirt that nobody's really going to wear, a really cool super soft beanie that maybe everybody would love in the winter, or making that piece a marketing piece, and then you came up with a really killer idea. It's like, we should put it on a QR code, which exists in Likes to Leads. You can take a QR code in our SaaS program. Mm-hmm. And you have unlimited QR codes that you could attach to unlimited landing pages, or you can take one QR code, put it on a piece of giveaway item, and then just update the page anytime you want, and it's always active.
Yeah, it's dynamic, which is a problem for a lot of people that print QR codes and put them on their business card, because a lot of times that QR code's just tied to one URL or one location, and then they change the URL or the URL is dead. No longer
it's a broken link.
They no longer have that offer. Now it's a broken link.
Yeah, and you actually wind up hurting your brand.
Yep.
So what the cool thing is about Likes to Leads is now we've introduced the QR code, which is a dynamic QR code, which we can change in the background.
Yep. You can constantly be updating your offer and what the latest offer you have is on
that. And it's all in the system. It doesn't cost anybody any extra money, which is really kind of cool.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Link it to your link in bio page that can be constantly being updated.
Yeah. Yeah. Which eliminates all these prototype, link trees that they want to charge you $15 a month for, $20 a month for. But we can add QR codes to appointments. Like we looked at these beautiful yoga mats.
Oh yeah.
Right. And I said I was sharing them. If you're a personal trainer and you can get a yoga mat for $20 with your brand on it, why wouldn't it have a QR code? And it says, hey, if you train hard, first session free. Hit the QR code. Now it's in the gym, right? So you've got your QR code in somebody else's gym where you're marketing, first session free. That piece of swag costs you $20, right? That piece of marketing material costs you $20. Maybe let's say you ordered 25 of them, so you're in for $500. Let's be real. You take out ads, I take out ads. Now our agencies are together, and we've both taken out ads for a long time, digital ads. How much return are you getting on $500?
Very little.
I mean, come on. And that doesn't, you can't get any return because you still have to have us set up the ad, pitch the ad, go back and forth. So the setup on the ad is more than $500.
you're always having to spend more than 500.
Yeah, you can't. But if you could go and take what you already have, which is you already have a website, you already have a landing page, you already have an offer, you already have some sort of form, you already have some sort of appointment scheduler. You have any of those things, you take it, you put your QR code there, you put your URL, you put a really good tagline on this beautiful high quality yoga mat, and you're in the whole deal for maybe $600. Maybe a graphic artist design it and send it in. 600, 700, let's say. You're getting nothing can you do for that much money. And then the love you get,
reciprocal,
right, for putting out, those 25 people love you.
Yep.
They absolutely love you, and they're going to stay with you. So if you're a personal trainer, let's do the quick math, because I love math, right? I think you love math too. And I charge $90 a session. Let's say I charge, and I'm doing one session a month, it's $380. If I give you that $20 yoga mat, what's the likelihood that they're going to stay one extra month?
High. Yeah.
Let's say 50% of them stay one extra month. Let's say they were all ready to quit in January, but half of those people didn't quit in January. That yoga mat that cost you $500 just made you, let's say you had 13 people at $400, just made you an extra $5,200.
Yeah. You couldn't stick with just 100. You had to go 90. That's where the math got you. You're much better.
Right? but right, it's like you're at that point where it's like, wow. I had them an extra month, and if I could get them results an extra month, I might have an extra 3 months.
Yep. You made a good point about being front and center all the time. So you use the example with the blanket that you put on the picnic blanket or whatever, that you're always with them at their events.
You want to be top of mind in a place where they're being celebrated.
Yeah.
Right. So the gym, I'm emotionally engaged. A picnic, it's a moment. Right. So you've got this little blanket. Right. I think that when you're giving away pieces, what we're talking about is out of the box marketing. Like, how are you, when you're doing something marketing and you have a small budget, how do you expand that budget? And how you expand that budget is by expanding the experience that the client's having. You want to elongate that experience with you. You want to stay top of mind, and you want to help them celebrate that moment. So if you're going to give away hoodies, instead of giving away 100 hoodies at $20 a piece, give away 50 hoodies that are $40 hoodies that people want to wear all the time, versus something that they're like, oh, this is nice, but it's, like the cheap hoodies, they're always a size too small.
It worked on me with your hat. I wear your hat all the time, and it's actually slightly too small for me, but I still wear it because it's cool. It's not too brandy, and I get complimented on it all the time. People are like, that hat's cool.
Oh,
just because it has your little logo.
It's just a logo. And that's the other thing. Don't over brand your products. Find that really cool little icon, have it custom designed, and then show off the icon, because people will ask, like Clover, right? Or that company, is it called Clover?
Which
the hat with the 4-leaf clover?
Oh yeah, the lucky one. The one that's lucky.
Yeah, the lucky,
the golf hat.
It's just, it's an incredible idea that you wear that hat, but you're like, oh, that's a Clover. But eventually you know who that brand is.
Yeah.
And it's a very successful brand. Don't overthink it, but think where you can do a blanket that, like a picnic blanket that's waterproof on one side. That's genius. Right? You're laying it out. The dew isn't soaking through. You're taking it to a concert. You're comfortable. It's warm on there. And then when you fold it up, it says the logo. You're top of mind. You don't understand the importance of that moment when I'm on a high and I see your name. It's embedded in my memory. Even if I don't remember it, it's subliminal. It's right there. It's like, oh, yeah,
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So when and I think where you took it to the next level is if you can embed QR codes where it's appropriate, how do that allows them to get in touch with you. So whether it's, so really work that, but ask yourself too, we were talking about it.
You could track referrals from that QR code too, which is another thing that just came to mind with. So if you're using the yoga mat or you're using the blanket, it maybe not a QR code on the blanket, but where it's strategic, like you said, if you put that QR code and somebody likes the mat or it's a high quality something that people will compliment, you could say, oh yeah, I got it from this company.
So so this is, I'm just thinking of this as you just said that. I'm like,
and it could go straight to the swag page, and they could click order. I don't know. That's just
what if it was a QR code on the back of the hat, in the rubber stamps, so that it could be high because there's a laser made.
Yeah.
So then it could be a QR code. If you had a QR code on the back of your hat, so everybody's taking pictures of the back of your hat, or what if you have a QR code on the back of a shirt?
Yeah, you know who did something really well done. I don't remember if they're still in business, but there was a company 15, 20 years ago called Moose Jaw. They sold outdoor equipment and like REI type stuff. But what they did is they had a blog that really didn't have much to do with what they put a story and made it funny. So it was very comical. But so even just doing a QR code and maybe not sending them right to your business page, but you're sending them to a...
What if we sent them right to the AI?
Yeah.
What if we sent them to one of our chatbots that we've programmed to be funny?
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, Peter Anthony, clearly you just, oh, this would be cool because ours is called Valerie. What if it put the QR code on the back of a hat or a shirt that we gave out only to people who worked out, and the Valerie said, oh, clearly you're taking a picture of somebody's back right now in the gym. I won't tell them that you took a picture of them without them knowing, right? And she was just playful and gets people to laugh in that moment. It's like, oh, wow, hold on a second. You know where that QR code came from. So we could do that with the QR codes and just trigger some really cool AI responses. Yeah. Maybe it's an AI text response. It says, hey, I know where you got that QR code from. Like it's on some girl's yoga pants, right? I mean, and it's like, oh man, how did you know? Right? I mean, that's marketing. Marketing gives you a moment of pause, a moment of laughter, and it extends the experience. And if you can do it through automation, that's why I need geniuses around me, because like Mark knows how to do that. I just have an idea. But I think if we could do something like that, that would be fun.
Yeah.
What do you think the direction of automation and AI, where is that going right now?
Well, what used to be automation is so what people used to call AI was really just automation, right? You're stringing together a bunch of text messages, assuming what they're going to say and directing them to say.
Some sort of taxonomy.
An example is, hey, I'm running if you're a gym owner, I have a free 10-day pass for you this week. Do you want one, right? You're eliciting a response of the word yes. And then
yes goes to the left, no goes to the right.
Exactly.
Right. But now it seems like it's learning.
And humans had to get involved usually right after the yes. You could trick and say, okay, the next action is to do this. But now with AI, you can train it to have the whole conversation on all different paths a person may take. So now when you send that offer, hey, I'm running a 7-day pass, do you want one? They respond. Now the AI takes over the conversation and can give them a more a better experience, right?
Yeah. And that's what you
book
want.
book them in for the appointment, which usually would take a human to do. The AI could actually just, hey, we've got a spot tomorrow afternoon or the following day at 10 a.m. Which one works better? And then it will actually do the booking. So you've kept it human, but eliminated the human.
And you've streamlined it. And here's the key to great marketing, right? Great marketing is, it's not just being human, it's being convenient. Is this convenient to me? So one of the things I find in Facebook ad marketing that I'm not in love with is that they never want to tell you the price.
Yeah.
You know, and I think so. We have a client who owns a detailing shop. Tell me the price. How much is it to detail? Okay, cool. Well, do you have with AI? You can say, do you have an economy car, a mid-size car, a full-size car, a mid-size SUV, a small SUV, or a large SUV?
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh, I have a large SUV. Fantastic. You know, it's like, or you just get them and say, what kind of car do you have?
Yeah.
I have a Cadillac Escalade. Awesome. It's a 2002. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Vintage. I love it. Right? They can say something fun
Yep.
and then just give me a price. They say, normally we charge $1,500. We do these 27 things. But if you book today, you can save $400. Now, I know you probably want to talk to somebody. Unfortunately, that costs more money, right? You just be funny with them. But say, so if you're really insisting on talking to somebody, I'm going to make you one more deal, right? And you just go from so let's say it was 1,500, you drop it to 1,100, you let the AI continue to talk. If they didn't book it to 1,100, say, you drive a really hard bargain. I tell you what, if you actually book right now, I'm going to take an extra $125 off. You're going to get it for $977. Do you want to take action now?
Brilliant.
And people will respond to that. If it's a 5% bump on $1,000 product and you put out 100 people, well, guess what? That's $5,000 by making a joke. And if we think about that, what we can do with AI today is here's what I think AI should be. You tell me. I think AI is the alter ego you wish you had, but don't have the balls to actually say.
Yeah.
Like I'm bold, I'm brash, I'm going to say it. But most people don't have the balls to say it because they don't want the kickback. I'm like Eminem from 8 Mile.
Yeah.
I know, I grew up in a trailer. I know I was on food stamps. There's nothing you can tell me. I already know I'm fat. So don't talk to me about it. There's nothing you can tell me that's going to make me feel bad. So I don't ever feel bad. But most people feel bad about something.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the one thing AI is going to do is going to always be at its best. Right?
Yes.
So there's a little bit, there's something to say humans at their best are still better than AI, right? Mm-hmm. But humans are not always at their best. They have things.
Well, it's that thing. It's like when you have that fight with your wife and you think to yourself, or for those who are women who have that fight with their significant other who's a dude or a chick, it doesn't matter to me. But you have that fight and you're thinking 30 minutes, 40 minutes after the fight, I should have said this, I should have said that. Yeah. AI doesn't think about the I should have. Yeah. It's programmed to never say I should have. It just does. It never forgets.
Yeah. And it does it on time. The other thing is with the detailer, how many times is he or she going to call the lead? Like lead pops in, they're busy or they really don't want to make that phone call within the first 5 minutes. When in reality, that's the most critical part. Yeah. And so,
well, here's the thing: we've got, and we're just talking about our clients, and but we've got clients who have auto repair shops that have 6,000 or 7,000 people in their database, and they're a small boutique auto repair. We should be calling them this week and creating the AI for the people to get on the phone so that they have a great January.
Yeah. It's time to change your oil.
It's
and
like,
make it funny, man.
And just book them out. So let's make sure that we do that with our clients who have the auto repair shops. But it's the same thing. Like we should be doing that specific AI with our clients who have, because we have clients that have swag companies. They're never going to make 1,000 phone calls. No. But AI can make 1,000 phone calls in 1 minute.
Yep.
Simultaneously, all at the same time, right? So we can schedule out. So one of the things that if you own a marketing agency and you're building out AI, get on the phone or AI the phone so that all your people are being called by AI. So we should be, for our own 10,000 clients, we should be making phone calls via the AI. Just have a dialer.
Yeah.
And just make it funny. That should be stage one. Why
Yeah.
are we doing that? Right?
Well,
it's time, energy,
yeah.
and money, right?
Yeah, especially if they're your current customers, right? So you have their permission to call.
Yeah.
You don't want to go cold calling people. I just want to make that clear, right?
No,
but
okay.
be just for compliance, because it won't be depending on the state. It's already illegal. But
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
However,
really. But if they're in my phone, can I call them?
yes, the auto repair shop has permission.
Yes,
right?
because they've gotten a business there.
Yeah, and
so if they were a past client, can I call them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And you could even have the AI text and just say, hey, this is John's auto. Time for your oil change. I'm the AI bot. I'm gonna call you in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
Just to check up on you.
This is John's auto. I'm their crazy AI bot. I wanted to text you first because I think you're going to hang up on me. But if you don't hang up on me, I'm going to be really funny. And I'm going to give you a really good deal in the first 15 seconds so that you can stop abusing your car. Because if you keep abusing your car, I'm going to have to report you to the AI people so that people are always bothering you to stop abusing your car. Because your car has feelings too. Something silly like that.
It's brilliant. That's why, you're the why you're the face of
but if we keep thinking out of the box like that, I mean, that's the key is what you want to do. All of the old time ad agencies kept copy in one room and creative in the other room, which creative was the graphics people. And they never thought about putting the creative people and the copywriters in the same room because they thought it was two different disciplines. As soon as they started doing that, the copywriters had more ideas for copy because they saw what was available graphically. And the graphics had more ideas about graphics because they were inspired by the copy. When Mark and I talk, the technology inspires the creativity, and the creativity is matched to technology. So I think it's really important. Think out of the box.
Yeah.
Give them one idea that they should do right now, Mark.
Text your customers. If you have a list of to put money in your pocket today, just go and find, if you have an offer that's already working, send to your database of customers and just pimp them the offer. If you don't have an offer, go to Groupon and see what your competitors are offering and offer the same thing. So 50% off of a 7-day pass at a gym, or 50% off a coffee, whatever, right? Whatever they're doing, they're paying Groupon. You're not going to pay Groupon, but just text your list, and that's instant money.
Yeah, I love that, man. And to the Groupon thing, we're not big on Groupon because Groupon takes all the money.
Yeah. Well,
and Groupon shoppers only shop Groupon.
Yeah.
So you don't want, I'm not bad mouthing Groupon. I think that there's a place for it if you can work out the numbers. But if you're a nail salon, don't do Groupon. If you're a hair salon, don't do Groupon.
Yeah.
If you're an esthetician, don't do Groupon.
Yeah.
Unless you can work out the numbers, because Groupon's going to want a 50% off deal, and they're going to want to take 50%, which means you're only getting 25%. And if you have to pay, if you're the owner, and then you have to pay a commission on the 25%, you're left with less than 10%, which is not even going to give you the money on the product. And most Groupon people, which Groupon will never tell you, most Groupon people are Groupon shoppers.
Yeah. You use Groupon to find out what's working, because they have the
That's genius.
They have the stats to show. So your competitor has an offer on Groupon. It will say how many people purchased it. If it's a high number, that's a successful offer. Take that offer. And even if it seems high, like it's a 50% off or a buy one, get one free, you're going to be spending that in ad cost on Facebook anyway. So, and they're no longer your customer if they've been a while since they've been your customer. So you have to treat them like you're running an ad to them. Just make an offer and make it simple. Don't complicate it with links and that. Just say, "Hey John, I've got this many slots open at my gym for a 10-day pass. Do you want one?"
That's it. It's that simple.
and make it easy for them to reply. They don't have to click and book anything. They just say yes.
So we've got our work cut out for us. This is bold, brash, outspoken. Listen, man, market like you mean it. Hit like, hit subscribe, but find ideas. Follow us. We're going to give you more and more ideas. We're going to talk it through. We're always talking about the latest automation, the latest ideas. We're here to stimulate your mind so that you think more because you're lazy. Did I just say that? Oh my goodness. Well, what I eat jelly donuts. So what? But sometimes you got to do the work. Put in the work. We love you, man.